Welcome back. The hidden costs of homeownership are averaging a little more than $21,000 this year, according to a new bank rate study out this morning. Hidden costs are those that go beyond a mortgage, including home insurance, property taxes, utility and energy costs, and home repairs and maintenance. The states with the highest costs are Hawaii, California, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Washington. Those with the lowest costs are West Virginia, Mississippi, Indiana, Missouri, and Arkansas. Despite growing inventory and slowing sales, a new study shows Gen Z isn't giving up on home ownership. Some are turning to family, and we're not just talking about mom and dad here. 9 News real estate expert Lane Lyon joins us this morning with more on this. Lane is a realtor and managing broker at Coldwell Banker. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
So I find this fascinating. I know a lot of people wonder how younger people are ever going to be able to afford a home these days, but they're getting creative.
Well, they are getting creative. In fact, some of them are asking their brother and their sister, hey, why don't we buy a house together?
Chip in.
Just to make the numbers work, right? In a time when an estimated 60% of Americans say we're unsure about the housing market, it turns out that Gen Z, so home buyers in their 20s really, are leading the pack with some optimism and some resilience. That, at least according to this new study, the Home Buyer Insights poll that's just out. In fact, 22% of Gen Z home owners said that they purchased their home with a sibling.
22%.
This is actually double the number from last year and 5 times since 2023. So more and more say, hey, let's be a family and let's just do this together. 30% told the surveyors that they worked a second job in order to afford the down payment. So good for them. Many of us did that. 21% turned to family to help, and I see this in my practice where family members are stepping up and saying, look, why don't you pay me 5% interest and I will front the money? Wouldn't that be nice? Not everyone can do that, though. The main thing is that they are getting creative. I talked to a millennial home buyer yesterday in an open house, and he was really on it. He said, you know, I know that I'll be making more money in the future. I'll be getting raises. I know that mortgage rates will come down and my payment will come down. So I'm looking for the deals now. And I think that that's wise thinking. And I was impressed.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get into the game. You got to get into the housing market. And I understand the down payment can be really tough, but if a family member can help you out, you gain equity so fast in the house.
Absolutely. So it's nice to see kind of families working together, especially now.
Siblings too, I love that. Okay, so we're also dealing with a large number of homes for sale. How is that impacting buyers and sellers right now?
It really is the headline, and I know you guys have been reporting on this. We have about 48% more homes on the market right now than we did last time here in Denver. So that is significant. But I also, Corey, think it's important to remind people that we do still have homes selling here in the Denver area. So I brought some numbers to show you this from the Denver Metro Association of Realtors, and they really focus on 8 counties around the metro area. So at the end of May, we had 13,599 homes for sale, and again, that was up over last year. But take a look at the number of homes that went pending or under contract. We had 4,300 homes that went under contract, and over 4,000 homes in the Denver area sold in the month of May. The average sales price in Denver, $722,000. Yeah, we're going to have the siblings kick in some money for that. And by the way, that number is up just under 1%. And I said the word up, just under 1%. So our values are and prices are holding stable right now. And I think that's important to point out as well.
All right. So lastly, real quick advice for anyone out there who's really trying to remain positive. First-time home buyers, what do you say?
Well, it's tricky and it's tough, as we know. But I would ask yourself, if you're waiting, what are you waiting for? We know from a survey that 62% said they are waiting for home prices to come down. Now, that may happen in other parts of the country as we move through the year, but you're in Denver, Colorado. We don't always see that, so don't bank on that necessarily. Mortgage rates will come down at some point. I say go for the opportunities while the sellers are generous, and they are right now, and refinance later. I know it's a number, kind of a waiting game when that will happen, but think of that millennial who's getting ahead of the game when he can now.
Well, and that can be a tricky thing too, because if mortgage rates come down, then it gets more competitive out there anyway.
We anticipate the sellers will be less generous when that happens. So well, ask yourself why you're waiting and talk to someone. We will be there to help.
Yes, there's a lot of workarounds, clearly. Going with the siblings.
Yes, hey, let's stick together. All right.
It's a family business.
I would do it now. I've got great siblings.
See what I'm saying? I think it's a great idea. Lane, thank you.
You got it.